welcome to our first parent workshop of the new academic year. Today I will be talking to you all about phonics in the foundation stage. My name is Victoria Welsh, or Miss Welsh as the children call me. I am the teacher of FS2 Magenta, and I am also the Literacy and Communication and Language Lead of the FS department. What is phonics and why is it important? Phonics is a method of teaching children how to read and write. Phonics provides children with the skills to enable them to read and write. Through teaching phonics, it provides the children with the skills to hear, identify and recognise sounds. It is fundamental at this stage of your child's development. It enables children to decode words, aids in the development of word recognition, and it's important that it is taught every day and consistently. And this is something that we will be doing every day in school. So phonics in the foundation stage 1 at HIS. So in FS1, we focus on these specific areas of phonics. So in term 1 and term 2, it is phase 1 phonics, which includes lots of listening and sound differentiation activities. Children learn to distinguish between different sounds, e.g. animal noises, instruments and instrument sounds. They learn to orally identify initial sounds of words and words that rhyme. And in term 3, they will start to look at phase 2 phonics, which includes children learning the sounds and recognising initial sounds of words and beginning to blend and segment CVC. So CVC means consonant, vowel, consonant words orally, and an introduction to the correct letter formation. The importance of phase 1 phonics. So phase 1 phonics in FS1 helps develop the children's listening and speaking skills and essentially lays the foundation for phase 2 phonic work. Phase 1 focuses on attuning the children to the sounds all around them. There are 7 aspects of phase 1 phonics, 3 of which focus on sound discrimination: environmental sound discrimination, instrumental sound discrimination, body percussion sound discrimination. In FS1, we develop sound discrimination skills with the children. This will enable the children to hear and discriminate between different phonemes taught later in phase 2 phonics. The other 4 aspects focus on alliteration, rhythm and rhyme, voice sounds, oral blending and segmenting. The purpose of these aspects is to allow the children to experiment with sounds themselves, hear repeated sounds, develop vocabulary, and build on awareness of different sounds within words. Phase 2 phonics. At Horizon International School, we use the Read Write Inc. phonics scheme, the order of which starts with M, A, S, D, or A, S, D, as we would say. As you can see from the picture, these are all of the sounds in phase 2, and this is the order the children will be learning them in. This includes learning the letter sound, letter formation, identifying words that begin with that initial sound, using those sounds in oral blending and segmenting. Pronouncing the pure sound. Children learn that letters or graphemes represent a different sound, phonemes, and by blending and segmenting these phonemes, they can begin to read. To support your child with learning the sounds, it's important to understand the correct pronunciation of these phonemes. A common mistake is to add the to sounds. For example, s when it should be s, t when it should be t, and m when it should be Correctly pronouncing the phonemes is known as pronouncing the pure sounds, and this will greatly improve your child's ability to blend and segment words. I've added a YouTube clip for you to have a look at home to help support your child. Writing sounds. So in FS2 we would expect all of the children to have chosen a dominant hand and to use the tripod grip. I've added a picture here for you to see how the pencil should be correctly held. It doesn't matter if your child is left-handed or right-handed, they still need to use the tripod grip. As part of our phonics lesson, we will also be practicing how to write each letter sound correctly. As part of the read-write-ink scheme, there are some ditties, which are like poems, on the back of the sound cards to teach the children how to form each letter correctly. I've added a picture of the back of one of the phonics cards and the ditty or the poem on the back to help the children to remember how to write the sound correctly is down the long leg. Initial sounds. Before your child is able to begin to read words, they need to be able to identify initial sounds in words. It is important for them to be able to hear that cat begins with the phoneme k. This is the first step in the reading process. To help with identifying initial sounds, we play a range of games and complete activities. Here are some examples of some of the activities that we do in school to help support the children. Oral blending. Oral blending is breaking down words into their smallest unit of sounds, such as k, at. This word has 3 sounds. L, o, t. This word has 4 sounds. We teach this skill in FS1 in order for the children to build a phonetic awareness, hearing words are broken down into small units of sounds. We will also be looking more in depth in this in FS2. By developing the skill of oral blending, this will help our children to make a faster and stronger transition when they come to blending phonemes to real words. Oral blending allows the children to identify and hear sounds in words and will help their ability to decode words, to read and segment words to spell. I've added a blending game on ICT Games for you to choose and select the level that you would like for your child, and you can print off the bingo cards and allow your child to have a go at segmenting and blending at home. Red words equal egg words. As well as having certain words that can be sounded out and read phonetically, e.g. at. There are also certain words that are words that cannot be sounded out or blended. In the read-write-ink scheme, these are called red words. However, in FS, we refer to them as egg words for no other reason other than they are written on eggs. A red word is a word that cannot be sounded out phonetically. For example, go, my, all, etc. The children may need adult help to understand that in red words some of the letters make a different sound to what we would expect. Egg words are only started in FS2, and we will begin these after the October half term, where a letter including all the information will be shared with you. Things to help at home. It is important to share lots of books with your child, books with words and books without words. The wordless readers are a great way to encourage communication and language with your child. Before you start reading a book, talk about the title and the pictures on the cover. Ask your child what they think the story will be about. After reading, ask your child what they liked the most in the story. Playing games with phonics is a really good way of engaging children, and there's another link for you to have a go on Phonics Play. Further reading and resources are available at Oxford Owl, and please find the link shared at the bottom. Things to help at home. Writing. Writing doesn't have to be boring. It's also not limited to paper. Have a look at these pictures and give some of these ideas a go at home. You could give your child a tray filled with salt or glitter or sand and ask them to write some letters in there using their finger or a paintbrush. You could give your child some chunky chalk and have them writing on the tarmac outside in the garden or on the street. And then just give them a bucket of water to wash it away after you have finished. Give your child a wet paintbrush. Could they write on the floor or on a wall? I've also shared a link with you, Doorway Online, where the children can practice their letter formation and number formation online. Thank you for joining our first parent workshop. If you have any questions, please do send me an email.
All the links that Miss Welch has just shared with you will be available on the letter that has been put on ISAMS. Thank you very much.